Hey there guys, EctoMaster here. We are back with more Heroes of the Storm. Yesterday as we did the news, I said that there was a new hero, and here she is, Chromie. So as you know, with every new hero, it's time we take a look at their stuff, you know, their skins, their mounts, their abilities, talents. We're going to look at, well, maybe not the mounts, but you know, the skins, the abilities, talents. Just kind of go through a little hero spotlight, as it were. So without further delay, let's do it. So skins, this is Nomi's base skin, and to be honest, really, this is her best skin. And her alternates are pretty fun looking. It's almost like fire, and then fellish. Then her master level skin. So this is, it's like her buns got even bigger. She got big buns. But then again, they changed things up a little bit. It almost looks vampiric. That one looks almost Ming-ish. And then, of course, there is Fell Queen Chromie. Nomi. Let's get through these a little bit. Kind of cool looking. There we go. So, skins, very simple for her. Not much to her. But we're going to stick with her normal look, because that's the best Nomi. Chromie, whatever. So, Chromie is a ranged assassin. She has a hard difficulty. Her QWE, her Q is Sandblast. It's a 20 mana cost with a 3-second cooldown. After 1 second, fire a missile that deals X damage to the first enemy hero hit. Her W is Dragon's Breath. It's a 70 mana cost with a 14-second cooldown. Fire a blast into the air that lands after 1.5 seconds, dealing X damage to enemies in an area. Enemies cannot see where the blast will land. Her Q is Time Trap. It's a 50 mana cost with an 18-second cooldown. Place a time trap that arms and stealths after 2 seconds. The first enemy hero to touch it will be put into stasis for 2 seconds. Only one trap can exist at a time, or at once. Her passive is Time Walker. You've traveled to the future, and as such will learn your talents 1 level earlier than your teammates. So that can be really destructive, especially if you're right around that, you hit 19 before they hit 20. Oh, you get your major. You hit 9 before they hit 10. That's good stuff. Now, speaking of heroics, her first one is Slowing Sands. Its mana cost is 4 per second, and its cooldown is 5 seconds. Place a sand vortex that greatly slows enemies inside it. The longer it is active, the more it slows, up to 50% after 5 seconds. And then there's Temporal Loop. It's a 60 mana cost with a 70-second cooldown. Choose an enemy hero. After 3 seconds, they will teleport back to the location where you cast Temporal Loop on them. So that could be rather useful as well. Now, as always, we want to take a look at her abilities or her talents. Now, there's new things. There's these quest talents, I guess. As you can see, they have a little quest. So we'll talk about that, but we're also going to look at a build. I missed a week, guys, on all this stuff. I'm trying to get back into the groove of it. You gotta bear with me on it. Anyways, so we're gonna look at OCM's Chromie, since from Of Clan Murray. It's one of the newest builds, and it's got 13 plus already. So at level 1, we have the abilities Compounding Aether. And its reward quest after hitting 25 heroes with Sandblast increases damage by 100. Deep Breathing, or Deep Breathing. Deep Breathing quest. Every time Dragon's Breath hits a hero, increases damage by 2 up to 50. Its reward after hitting 25 heroes increases damage by an additional 150, and also increase your sight radius by 100%. Time Walker's Pursuit quest, gathering a regeneration globe, increases your mana regen by 0.1 up to 1.5. The reward after gathering 15 globes, you also gain 5% ability power. And then you have Peer into the Future. It's an active, so you have to press the 1 to do it. Activate to reveal the targeted area for 2 seconds. Enemies seen are revealed for 4 seconds. For this ability, it says to go with Compounding Aether. At level 3, we have Piercing Sands. Sandblast will now hit the first 2 heroes in its path. Bronze Talons increases your basic attack range by 35%. Using Sandblast increases the damage of your next basic attack by 250%. Enveloping Assault increases Dragon's Breath's radius by 25%. For this, it's Piercing Sands. That's what they go with on level 3. At level 6, you have Mobius Loop. Reduces Dragon's Breath mana cost and cooldown by 50%, but also reduces its damage by 25%. Dragon's Eye, Dragon's Breath does 25% more damage to enemies in the center. And Chrono Sickness reduces time traps cooldown by 50%. After the stasis ends, the enemy is also slowed by 40% for 3 seconds. For this build, they say to go with Dragon's Eye. At level 9, of course, you get your Heroic, unlike all the other heroes who are getting them at level 10. But for this build, they say to go with Temporal Loop. At level 12, you have Bye Bye. Reduces the cost time of your Hearthstone by 75% and is not interrupted by taking damage. Reaching Through Time that increases Sandblast and Dragon's Breath range by 25%. And Timeout is another active. It's a cooldown of 60 seconds. Activate to place yourself in stasis and gain invulnerability for up to 7 seconds. Can be reactivated to end the effect early. And for this ability, or this build, they say to go with Reaching Through Time. At level 15, you have Shifting Sands. Hitting an enemy hero with Sandblast increases your ability power by 10% for the next 10 seconds. This bonus can be stacked up to 50%, and the duration is refreshed whenever you damage enemy heroes with Sandblast. Fast forward, if Sandblast travels at least 75% of its base distance and hits a hero, its cooldown is reduced to 1 second. And Quantum Overdrive, another active. It's got a 30-second cooldown. Activate to increase the ability power by 25% for 10 seconds. For this build, they say to go with Shifting Sands. And last but definitely not least, level 19, you get your last talent earlier than everybody else. Again, that's her special thing. So yeah, Pocket of Time. If you decided to go with at level 9, Yay! Slowing Sands. Sorry for that, guys. I left my email open. You decided to go with Slowing Sands, you can get Pocket of Time. Removes Slowing Sands mana cost and increases the slow from 50% to 70%. If you decided to stick with Temporal Loop, you do have Loophole. Temporal Loop hits all enemy heroes near your initial target. You also have Past and Future Me. After casting Sandblast, leave an echo of yourself behind. The next time you cast Sandblast, the echo also casts an untalented Sandblast that does 50% damage. And then Enderhall Anomaly. You gain 3 charges of Time Trap and can have 3 active at once. When your cooldown finishes, you gain 3 charges at once. Now for the build, it says to go with Past and Future Me, which I have to laugh at the names of the last two here. Past and Future Me. Past and Future Me is a reference to the quest that you do in Dragonblight in Wrath of the Lich King. And Enderhall Anomaly, that is where the Alliance first meet Chromie. Well, back in Vanilla, that's where they first met Chromie. They met her in Enderhall, which is now, of course, overrun by the Horde and the Forsaken and everybody there. So there you have it, guys. That is Chromie's Hero Spotlight for, well, this go around. We'll be back with more. I know more are on the way. I know Medivh is coming up very soon, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see him in the next couple of weeks. Why? Well, there's a little movie that's coming out on the 10th. I bet you we see him on the 14th. Until then, I am EctoMaster, and I will see you guys in the next round.